Hey YouTube family, how are you doing? I hope you are doing okay. I hope your week is going all right or your day is going all right. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ola and this is Catching Up with Ola. And as you know, or maybe you don't know, on this channel I talk about studying abroad, starting from how to choose the right institution to visa details to everything in between, everything about studying abroad. So if you are new here, feel free to join the family. Okay, feel free to join the family. To join the family, all you need to do is press the subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I have a new video coming up. And I just want to remind you that subscription is free, so feel free to subscribe. Anyways, yeah, from the title you already know what we'll be talking about. I'll be talking about the list of things to do when you just come to the US. Okay, and particularly this video is targeted towards students. As you know, that is basically what my channel is all about. So if you are planning to come study in the US, or maybe you are not planning to come study, maybe you are planning to relocate, this video might also be helpful for you, but this video is actually targeted towards students. And honestly, since you already clicked on the video, you can as well just watch it to the end and support your baby girl. Okay, so yeah, so like today we'll be talking about, I said it earlier that today we'll be talking about the list of things you need to do. So consider this as a checklist. These things are important and you need to do them, so consider them as a checklist. So if I were you, I would either save this video to watch later, or I would grab a pen and like jot out notes so that it will be helpful for me when I get to the US. And honestly, if you've also not gotten your visa, you can watch this video in faith. Okay, if you've not gone for your visa interview, you can watch this video in faith with the hope that you are going to get your visa interview. And of course, I'm in faith with you and I cannot wait to hear your amazing testimonies. So the first thing, so you've gotten your visa, you already booked your flights, you are ready, you are ready to come to the US, you are ready to prepare everyone, you are ready to take nice pictures, you are ready to do all of it in between rather. But there are a lot of things you still need to do to make sure that you are a student, to make sure that you are legal, to make sure that your first few days in the US is palatable, or your first few days in the US feels like home to you. Okay, so the first thing is, I think this should be before you come, but I'm also going to include it as part of the checklist. So the first thing is to secure accommodation. Please, this is very important. You are coming to a country that maybe you've probably never been to before, or even probably a country that you don't know anyone. So please secure an accommodation, whether that be planning to sign a lease for a place to stay, or that is like maybe talking to a friend that staying with them, or maybe like staying in an hotel. Whatever it is, whatever the case may be, make sure you secure your accommodation. Once you book your flights, please, the next thing is to secure accommodation. This is very important. It is very important. You can't come here and be sleeping on the floor. And this is not like Nigeria where somebody will just see you and pity you. I need to tell you that there is this individualistic culture in the US. People might see you even sleeping on the floor. I'm telling you that nobody will ask you to know what's up with you. So please secure your accommodation. It is 101% important. Okay, so secure your accommodation before coming. And like I said earlier, that you can talk to maybe people because I know sometimes it might be daunting to secure accommodation, particularly in a place where you've never been to before. And for you to kind of like meet people in your school, something you can do is go to neraland.com, type the name of your school. You'll be able to talk to people that are already in the school, and you can talk to them to get help concerning securing accommodation. Some of you can even tell you places to get accommodation from, and some of them might be nice enough to say, oh, come stay with me for a little bit till you are able to settle and finally move in. Okay, so that's the first thing, secure accommodation. Then the next thing, when you come, once you land in the United States of America, the United States of the America, of course taking pictures is important, but please do not forget the most important thing. Remember that you came here to study, so do not forget the most important thing. So if I were you, the first thing I want to do is go to the international office to let them know that I am already here. And why is it important to declare that you are here? So, for some schools, I know when I came earlier, and they sent me like a form to fill. So I didn't need to go to the international office to declare that I was already on campus. So for some schools, they might tell you a form, they might send you like a form to fill, send you like a form to, submit all your documents and do all of those. And if that is not the case, please go to the international office, or even if you're unsure, please go to the international office and let them know that you are already here. Remember that when you got your I-20, there's like a service ID on your I-20, so they need to update that record that you're already in the US. If they don't update that record, the USCIS will see it as you're in the US and you're not going to school. And remember that the original purpose of your visa is to study. So if you are not studying, trust me, you're already staying illegally in the country. So go to the international office, declare that you're already around. They will give you like a list of documents, for you to show them these documents, and they will tell you the next thing to do after that. So please go to the international office. So that's like the second thing. Then the third thing is have a US SIM card. You want to have a US SIM card so that particularly you are just new, you want to fill in your details everywhere. And having a US SIM card is important because so that you can fill in your details. But not to worry if you don't have a US SIM card, just simply tell them that you don't have a SIM card yet and you can come back to update your information. But instead of going back and forth, honestly, I would just say just get the US SIM card. And for so you can ask people, like I said, I already showed you how you can connect to people in your school or in the location you are moving to. So you can ask them for like what's like the cheapest phone plan in the community, particularly if you are kind of looking for something affordable. What's like the cheapest phone plan, and what is the phone plan that works, right? Because it's not just about being cheap, can it also work for you? So you can ask them, then you can go ahead to purchase that same card so that people can easily reach you. Because remember that you are filling a lot of forms, you are filling a lot of details, and you need to put your phone number on these details, you need to put your phone number on these forms. So make sure you are getting your SIM card as well. So that's the number 3 thing, make sure you are getting your SIM card. Then the number 4 thing is to open a bank, particularly if you are a graduate assistant, that is if you'll be working for the school. You need your bank details to get paid, because even when you go to payroll and you don't have your bank details, there's no way you get paid. They will have to hold your money with them. So you need a bank so that you can get paid. So go to the bank, maybe the first or the second day. I know like it's a whole lot of information and it's a whole lot of things for you to do when you come to the US at first, but do all of these things so that your remaining days in the US can be smooth. So go to the bank. Some schools usually have bank inside the school, like my school had a bank inside the school, and some schools don't have. Again, you can ask the locals for the bank they use, that is somebody that you have connected with in time past. You can ask them for the bank they use, and you can go there to open a bank. Just they will ask for your passport, I think they ask for your I-94 as well, all of those details, right? And then you'll be able to open your bank. So that's the 4th thing. Have a bank that have a bank to yourself. And even if you're not a graduate assistant, you might need your parents or your guardian sending you money, right? And it's just okay to have like a US bank. So that is that. Then the number 5th thing is go to your international orientation. This is not like Nigeria. This orientation is not like Nigeria orientation where like they just, I'm not going to shade Nigeria, but there are some orientations in Nigeria where everything is just crowded, like there's no information, there's no value. But for the international orientation, please make sure you go, particularly if you are looking to connect with people all over the world. Because I tell you, international orientation is where most international students meet people and make friends. Because once school resumes, everyone is all about their business. I already told you that the US is individualistic. Once you resume, everyone is all about their business, and everyone is like, if you've not made friends, except maybe if you meet people in school, if you meet people in class or whatever, it is very difficult to make friends. So the international orientation is where you kind of like meet other people that are like you. For instance, if you are black, you meet other people that are black from different countries, and you get to network with them. You never can tell what the value of networking might be for you, right? And besides, honestly, let me not lie to you, for some schools, I know for my school, you pay for international fee. Like when you first resume, I know for my school, we paid $100. So go to the orientation and get everything they are giving you. because you actually paying for it. And honestly, I said SIM card initially. For some at the international orientation, they will give you SIM card, or even when you go to the international office, just make sure you know what works for your school. In my own school, when you go to the international office, they partner with Mint Mobile and they give you the SIM card. Okay, and yeah, so that's it. But if you want to get like your SIM before you come here, you can just order it online. So from the international orientation, also if you are working and you already have like your work documents, make sure you are looking for ways to get your social security number. As we know, in the US there are taxes. Hey Jesus, there are taxes, and like, you know, sometimes you might feel like you are earning a lot, by the time they remove those taxes or more, you will just like I don't, it's just going to change your mood. Like, it's a mood changer. I remember the first paycheck I got in the US. When I reviewed it, like, it just absolutely changed my mood, because I'm like, what am I working for them to be removing tax on me every time? So you want to get your social security number, and I'm going to tell you why you want to get your social security number on time. If you are working, you want to get it on time so that they can deduct the right amount of tax. Because at the beginning, when you do the old payroll thing, whether you are working in school or you have a graduate assistantship or you are even working anywhere, right? When you do the old payroll thing, they are just deducting any type of tax. Sometimes it might be way higher, sometimes it might be way lower, and so like they don't know the right amount of tax. Some schools, particularly I think my school, they deduct for everybody that is international. Like, there's a certain percentage that they deduct from everyone that is international. But once you have your social security number, they will be able to deduct according to your own country. Okay, they will be able to deduct according to your own country. So you want to get your social security number, because particularly, you know, sometimes when they deduct way higher, don't worry, doing tax return year, you might be able to get those taxes back, but it's not always guaranteed. So make sure you also get your social security number. And honestly, you also need social security number for a lot of things, for a lot of application, like credit card. You need your social security number for credit card. And in case you don't know, America operates on a credit system, so get your social security number so that you can get your credit card. And yeah, those are like the first things like that you need to do when you come to the US. And you can also, you know, walk around campus, familiarize yourself with the environment, particularly before school starts, because when school starts is not the time to be saying, oh, who will take me to this, who will take me to that. Use Google Map and start checking out your classes, start checking out where you'll be having your classes. Already on the portal, you already know the days you'll be having your classes, and you know the location. So it's not the day that you will resume that you'll not be looking for the place that you will do your classes. Since you're already on campus, try to, you know, walk around, familiarize yourself with the environment, know where your classes will be holding. Okay. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Honestly, I wish you all the best. And yeah, I can't wait to see you in the US. And if you found all of these tips helpful, whenever you watch the video, please feel free to comment down below that, oh my God, Ola, I did this and it actually worked for me. Or, you know, just tell me your experience with any of these things, maybe talking to locals.